Disclaimer, this video is for educational purposes only. We are not facilitating the sale of firearms. Greetings, Uverse. Welcome to Gunverse YouTube channel. Welcome to today's episode of Hand Cannons. This is the 5th installment of our new series, and it's been picking up a lot of steam lately. So the first episode of Hand Cannons wasn't too successful, but y'all seem to be catching on and liking them. So leave a comment down below if you like the series episodes, or if you just like random whatever we're doing. I personally like to make series out of everything. Kind of reminds me of like watching TV, I guess. But anyway, couple updates for the channel real quick. I have not forgotten about the AK-74 versus AR-15 shootout showdown. I just simply haven't had time to film it recently, and it is getting colder out up here, so now I have the weather to contend with as well. So I'll really try and get the it's probably going to be the 300 subscriber episode. Honestly, it's taken so long. It's been like 3 months in the making, but I had to build both of them, make sure they were all zeroed, work out any kinks that they had, and now that they're all ready, they're ready to face off against each other. So it's just taken a really long time, and now I just need to film. So AK-74 versus AR-15 is coming up very shortly. We've got another episode of Dirty 30s coming up soon, and we also have a surprise, which I'm not going to tell you about. I guess you'll just have to wait to find out. But stay tuned. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up. This channel is about to explode. We're going to have awesome footage now. I just got a drone, and I'm getting a GoPro, so we'll have multiple angles of stuff. You'll be able to see me shooting and see what I'm hitting at the same time. Versus right now, I'm trying to do everything on my iPhone, and it's hard to see what I'm shooting and what the gun and what I'm shooting at the same time. So stay tuned for all that. Chronograph. I'll talk about the chronograph a little bit later with this, but let's get into today's episode. So as I stated, this is the 5th installment of Hand Cannons. This particular episode is on the Taylor & Company 963MF model, and I don't think it stands for what you think it does, but it might. I don't actually know what the MF stands for, but anyway, so Taylor & Company is manufactured in Italy and sold out of Virginia, I believe, in the States. So this particular model is a seven shot capacity. It has a 4-inch barrel, and it has this really cool hand grip. So I don't know if you can tell, but this little tail at the bottom, that is because this thing is quite hefty, and it's front heavy as well. So that little groove at the bottom, it fits right into your palm perfectly. So even though it is quite heavy, you don't really feel it once it's locked in like that because of that groove at the bottom. So like I said, it's a 7-shot. It has a double single action trigger, which meaning you can just pull it or you can cock it back. And for an easier pull, that's about a 3-pound pull right there, meaning you only need 3 pounds of pressure to pull the trigger. Even the double action pull, it isn't that hard. I'd say that's about 6 or 7 pound pull. Normally they're a lot more on double actions. It's usually up around 10-ish. So I can already tell this has a really, really nice trigger. So when we go to try it out in a minute, I guarantee this trigger is awesome. So I want to take a couple minutes to talk about the cartridge it shoots. Just a quick little history lesson. So this is a 38 special casing, and Back, we'll say before World War II, 38 Special was much more common than it is today. Back then, 38 Special was equivalent to, say, 9mm is today. Back then, 9mm wasn't as powerful, so 38, like I said, was super popular. However, there some stopping power issues. It could have been more powerful. It doesn't go through, say, car doors very well or anything. So what they did was they took this casing, the 38 Special, they elongated it a little bit and added more powder. So it has way more pressure, way more velocity than a 38 Special round does. So with that being said, you can still shoot 38s out of a 357. However, you cannot shoot 357s out of a 38 Special. So Taylor and Company, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with the concept of a resto mod in the car world. So a resto mod is when they take an old car, such as like a Dodge Dart, and they stuff like a brand new engine in it, like a brand new Hemi engine. So you get the coolness of the old car, but the modern technology of the Hemi engine and stuff. So that's kind of what Taylor and Company do with revolvers. They make these old school looking single action revolvers in pretty much any caliber you want, and they're really cool because me personally, I don't want to purchase a used 357 because I don't know what that barrel has been through, and like I said, with all that added heat and pressure with the 357 round, I didn't want to take any chances. Like, I don't want one made in like 1950 because I don't know how it's been taken care of. I wanted a brand new 357. And speaking of that, look at how much metal is around this barrel. So this thing looks like it can take some serious heat and pressure. It has these slotted holes. I thought those were M-LOK at first, but those are slotted holes to get the gases out. So also look at the sights. The sights are really, really nice on this. I don't know if I can, it's hard. There we go. So it has fully adjustable sights. These actually look like they belong on a rifle somewhere, but and it looks like too you can take this off, and I don't know if you can see this little, there's a little groove right there that goes down and over. It looks like you can take this off completely and add a red dot or, you know, whatever you want to put up there, a laser or something. So, but I think these sights are going to be perfect the way they are. So, I wanted to mention something real quick too. So I have several 6-shot revolvers, and I noticed I always, well, 9 out of 10 times I count my rounds. So I'm firing, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I always pull the trigger a 7th time for some reason. And I noticed other YouTubers do that as well. They'll be shooting a revolver and they will pull the trigger an extra time. So I just noticed that and wanted to mention it. But luckily with this, it's a 7-shot. So I'm already used to pulling the trigger an extra time for the 6-shot, so I think this is going to work out quite well. So now that you've had a quick little history lesson and I learned you something on the Taylor and Company, let's go out back and take it to the 0 range and we'll see how it does. I have some clay targets and there's probably some leftover pumpkins out there from last video. So I wanted to mention one thing about the chronograph. So as I stated in a previous video, I did get a chronograph for the channel, and I did make a video with it, but it was raining out that day, so I wasn't able to actually test it. I'm going to make a video with this, a Ruger SP101, which is a 357 Magnum with a 2.5-inch barrel. And we're going to compare this and the Ruger through the chronograph to see how much velocity you actually lose with that short barrel. So I know there's numbers out there, but I want to find out for myself, and I'm sure y'all want to find out. So we're going to put this 4-inch barrel up against a 2.5-inch Ruger SP101 barrel and see how much velocity we lose and how much speed we lose. I've been dying to get the chronograph involved with the channel, and I figured this is the perfect opportunity to do so. So stay tuned. I'll take you out to the 0 range. I'm by myself today, so if the shots aren't that good, that's why. I have to go help my cameraman fix his car after this. This is the best I can do this week without a cameraman. Alright, that's all 7 rounds. Yeah, it's hard without a cameraman this week. So hopefully that'll be good. I'll do another, like I said, I'm going to do another episode with the SP101. So you'll see it again shortly. Alright, so sorry about the crappy footage on the shooting. I'll see what I can do about editing it together so it doesn't look so pathetic. But it's just so hard to point and shoot with one hand and film with the other hand and make sure you're filming what you're shooting and make sure you're shooting what you're trying to shoot. So it's extremely difficult, but thanks for joining us. Stay tuned next week. And like I said, you'll see that 357 again very shortly. So if you feel like you didn't see enough action with it, then we feel the same way. So you'll see it again very shortly. Thanks for joining us. Tell everybody that is interested in 2A about the channel. I really appreciate it. Subscribe, like, and we got a lot of cool stuff coming up. So God bless.